You know who's not donating their organs?
Who?
Me.
Why? Because yours are all shriveled up from nicotine salt already, by the way.
Welcome to Joy Tactics, the podcast dedicated to all things joyful, joyous, and meeting as many celebrities as humanly possible. Hosted by Eric Rahill, Nate Veroni, and Jack Bensinger. Enjoy.
Oh, watch this.
Okay.
Watch this.
Are you about to crack it open?
Sparkling ice plus caffeine, zero sugar, blue raspberry flavor. Engaging now. Yep. Here we go. 70 milligrams caffeine about to go right up into my blood system. Oops.
We're about to sit trip Eric on caffeine, on 70 milligrams of caffeine. He's about to flip out.
On 1 point. You know,
Or
this is
trip
the same
sit.
amount
Sorry,
of caffeine.
Why
Go ahead.
did I say that? Sit trip sit. Jesus fucking Christ.
It's the same amount of caffeine as a Diet Coke bottle. Alright?
So pointless.
No, it's not pointless, dude.
Would you say that to a 3-year-old child that they're pointless because they're
consumed
not 70 yet?
Oh, that's what it... Yeah, that's what I was saying as
Mathematically,
well.
so you're having baby caffeine.
It's time to take negativity out of this podcast for good.
Negativity is over. If
We
you
got
are
into-
somebody who does negativity,
Behaviors.
A cat just screamed at me. See, I'm
Well,
done
then
with that.
she's out as well.
She's out.
Mm.
And
That's
why
why
do
it's
I
called
like-
Joy Tactics. Sorry.
Why do I like negativity?
Because it starts
you've
with
been-
N.
Say that
Your
again.
name-
What does that mean?
I didn't.
Your
It's
name
not 'cause I
starts with
didn't hear
N.
you. I
No,
want you to
no,
say it.
Nate.
please.
Oh, yeah,
grow
yeah,
up,
yeah.
grow up. I say, So, what is it? I believe today we're speaking on colors.
Right. Today's
Some
colors.
way.
We've been beating around the bush for too damn long. Finally, we get to one of the most essential parts of vision, which is color. Now, to all my colorblind people who are crying me a river right now, get a pair of those glasses and then come talk to me and see if you don't cry a little bit. You guys have seen those videos, right, where they put on the glasses and they start crying?
Yep.
That is your personal like
colors
wet
are making
dream.
you cry. What's that? Oh yeah.
That is your wet dream, to have something you like, either vision loss or something, and
Yeah.
you're in a medical facility and somebody puts in new eyeballs because of this brand new technology, and you get to see for the first time, and you're crying.
You know what I think about all the time, which I can't wait for, is my honor walk. Do you know what this is?
That's where you're walking.
This is when you are a brave enough soul to donate your organs, and they walk your bed down the hallway as you are going to go donate them, but you're still kind of alive. And your family lines up, all the nurses line up, everybody's sad. Usually those people are sedated by that point or not awake at all. And maybe I don't know enough about this, so I'm talking out my rear end, but I want to be awake for that shit. I want to see everybody looking at me as I'm about to go donate organs that are going to save 40 lives. You know what I mean?
Why they call? But you're not walking. So it's like an
Well,
honor stroll,
well,
the honor push.
it's an honor whatever
Roll.
journey.
Yeah. The
Hallway journey.
Honor commute.
Yeah.
The medical
Mhm.
honor commute.
You know who's not donating their organs?
Who?
Me.
Why? Because yours are all shriveled up from nicotine salt already, by the way. They've been preserved within your body.
Yeah, you could donate your organs. You could donate your organs to a pig trough. Good God. You could donate your organs to the Down the Drain Foundation, they call them.
No, I have some of the best organs on the planet. Are you fucking kidding me? People would do. I have top tier organs right now, especially if I went out now, in my current state.
You think so? I bet they're good.
What do you say? You think so? Yeah, I do think so, dude.
I know mine are all plump. I've got a oversized heart, oversized spleen, giant pancreas.
I don't judge my own organs. From what I tell, they were great. I go pee. That's great. That's part of what they do. No one's
I
paid me to
told
do
you guys
nothing else.
about this idea I had to. We were talking about kind of products in the last episode, and Eric, you weren't there for that due to.
reasons that we can't get into.
Amalgamations.
Legally, we can't
Yeah.
get into them.
Okay,
And I
I
would
just
just
wanted you to
encourage
say
you to
it.
stop
I
it now.
But we were talking about products, and I had this product idea a long time ago, but it was to ice out your internal organs. Like
The inward bedazzle.
bling them out. Yeah.
Oh,
So
you
you
guys
want a
think about
grill
that?
that's only for when you gotta go get a biopsy, where they
Yeah,
go
like
in
a
with that
surgeon-
thing. You're gonna get a trach. You getting your vocal cords looked at, looking for nodes, looking for
chromed
whatever.
out, and you get it all chromed
And then they
out.
go in.
Yep.
Ooh.
Oh shit! All the nurses, male and
Tatted up.
female, start losing it. They're getting all impressed by you,
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
and you're out like a light. But you put a GoPro in the corner of the operating room so you can catch the reactions. Okay.
Imagine. Nobody's
I
doing
like
stuff
that.
like that for medical professionals.
Nobody's thinking outside the box because it's uncomfortable to do so. All right.
Right.
That's what's keeping people inside the box is comfort, which is something
Seek
that I'm unfamiliar
discomfort.
with. Seek discomfort now. Go find discomfort.
And seek it.
Shout out to Yes Theory, all those guys on Yes Theory, still riding it out for discomfort.
Mm-hmm.
We appreciate you. You've changed the way that I shower. You've changed the way that I book my flights and try to be more adventurous with my travel.
You've changed me from. You've changed me into a Raycon headphone stand. You've changed me into a Liquid Death stand. You changed my internet provider when I travel.
You're just so
VPNs.
heavily influenced by their ads.
I mean, it's great. What do you mean ads? No, they do. Yeah, like BetterHelp.
Dude, I'm about to maybe make an ass of myself, but does the normal person really need a VPN? I mean, really? What did you got to hide?
I'll tell you what, I do.
Well, you do
Do you
because
think
you're
of me as a
downloading.
normal person?
You're downloading like Nurse Jackie on the Pirate Bay, season 3, whatever.
You know what I just downloaded off Pirate Bay? That show Bad Monkey.
Bad Monkey.
On Apple TV.
It's like 5.
Or,
Well, what's
it's
it
called-
about? What's it about?
Well, it's based on a book. And
Eric, were you about to
stars
say-
Vince Vaughn. You're shocked that books can become TV shows.
I am shocked. Jack, what were you saying?
Eric, were you about to yell at Nate for not giving his $5 to Apple TV because they need it now more than ever? By the way,
They are taking chances on shows that no other
Yeah.
providers and streamers are. Trust me now.
they are
supporting
taking
more
chances.
than
They are taking chances on forgotten people who
Mhm.
have, you know,
2 words.
Basic-
2 words.
yeah.
ever.
Copper mines.
What
What?
is that British?
Copper mines.
Copper
You know
mines.
those iPhones you have that we all love? Where's the copper come from, or whatever precious metals that are needed to make these iPhones? Just look
a
into
mine. A mine.
Is it
it.
for?
Look into
are-
this. Look into
Why? Being
Apple, this
treated well?
corporation that you think is so benevolent.
I'll say another 2 words. Foxconn. Foxconn.
I'll say another 2 words
Aight.
too. Ted Lasso. Okay. Okay. So, how do you
Whatever
think
they
those
did in
people
Ted
get bravery?
Lasso,
to,
it's worth the suffering, man. That show is fucking awesome, man.
well, those are the only people brave enough to go into a copper mine are people who know human beauty through Ted Lasso and soccer, British soccer.
Do you think they get hooked up with at least? Do you think they at least like hook up any? This is a terrible conversation. Let's move on.
Yeah, let's move on because that is real suffering. That is real
Yeah.
suffering. We
That
don't
is
rock with
discomfort.
suffering.
We do not seek that type of discomfort. We seek more like travel-based discomfort that
Yeah,
some
right.
people would see as luxury, but
Yeah, right. Seek travel-based discomfort. Yeah, that's international travel-based discomfort. Well, should we get into the world of color? I don't want.
I
by
totally
the way,
forgot that we were talking about that.
I don't want
Yep.
the listeners to get too greedy. It's not like we're going to do the whole rainbow this episode, all right? We're not doing the whole spectrum of color. We're choosing one color.
Somebody
Just like
throws their
weird-
computer out of their fucking window. What the?
Somebody
just
else catches it out the bottom of the window. They go to a pawn shop, sell it, buy a wedding ring, propose to their wife.
Mhm.
Oh wow.
Oh, they get married, have 7 children. One of those children has the most rare blood type that saves the next president of the United States. That guy becomes president, approves all gay marriage across all the entire world.
And his name is Donald Trump.
Wow.
Cut
That's
that
called the
ad.
butterfly effect.
Yep. It all starts. I started a joke. Remember that song? American song.
This is what I want to say about
I do remember
colors real
that song.
quick.
Say
What?
it. Say it about color. Say what you're going to say
Just when
about
I
colors.
think there isn't like a just I mean not that like we cover a lot of meaningful topics, but sometimes I'm like certainly we've gotten through the ones that are just like just really meaningless.
No. Oh, you think color's meaningless? How interesting. That's hilarious to me. Color
That-
is so important. You know what I'm saying?
How else
And
would
how
you know
so?
about stoplights? Whether to go or not. Is that not
Mhm.
meaningful? What about tears? They're blue. What about the heart? It's red.
What about snakes? Poisonous snakes. Black on white, you're in for a fright. Something like that.
Green and red.
You're
Sailors
dead.
are dread.
Give me head.
Nate. Green and red. Uh-oh. It's green and red today.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Damn, you see a green and red snake and get so fucking bricked up. All right, but for real, green and red makes me think of. See, colors are evocative. Green and red makes me think of Christmas.
Oh, right.
Right. You know, we did talk about colors on the Patreon episode last, and we discussed the colors of McDonald's. You know this, Eric? Jack wasn't aware of this, but you know that they purposefully selected the
Ketchup and
red
mustard?
That's exactly what I said.
That's what Jack said. But those two colors combined, there's a scientific discovery of some sort. Or
Eric, what's
research.
red plus yellow?
What does that make color combination wise?
Brown.
Wrong.
Interesting.
What? What does it make?
Think a little bit deeper.
Green. Money.
That's what I said.
Did you?
I mean, I didn't say the money. I mean, I don't. Well, it's it's got to be orange, right?
Yeah, I think it's.
I did
it's
say
orange.
green at first,
Oh, it's orange.
right?
I
It's
don't
so
think
obvious.
about orange.
It's
Orange
sitting
isn't
right
a color
there.
I like to think about.
I don't
Okay.
rock with. Well, what's interesting is
It
I
reminds me
love
of
the color.
incarceration.
Well, American incarceration, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's so weird because it reminds me of some of the construction workers that I
Drink with.
personal
So
close
you get
principal
blacked
that I
out
drink with.
Yeah, it doesn't. Well, orange is a color that makes me so happy to see, you know, in like a sunset or a light color. If the color of a light is orange, I like that. And I like orange objects from time to time. And yet, what's funny is a real natural orange. I don't even actually want to talk about this because last time I brought up that I don't like oranges, I feel like you guys turned on me in a way that's not normal.
But you see, we've grown.
Yeah,
We've
we
grown
shamed
since
you.
Then.
I see your leg hair's grown, Nate.
Look at that.
Oh, speaking of orange, my leg hair and my arm hair is getting all blonde from the pool and the sun.
Really?
Yep.
That's safe.
Huh.
That's a safe
Wait,
way to
wha-
dye your hair. Life hack: save money at the hair salon.
Go
Get
to
in a
the
pool,
pool.
for 7 hours a day, every day
Do
for a
some
month.
laps.
Yeah.
I went to the pool today and did many laps. Wait, but I want to get back to the McDonald's of it all. Why did they?
Because it makes you hungry. Those two colors they found
Red
in combination.
But
with each
but
other.
I have this bone to pick and this question to ask about McDonald's because they're like, McDonald's is so scientific. McDonald's is this. You think Ray Kroc in the 1950s was being that scientific?
What else did they invent in the 50s, Eric?
The
Atom bomb.
Berlin Wall. Nah, that was a little earlier, dude.
That's what you think. Well, what I'm saying, okay, to my point even further, it was even earlier, dude. So what I'm saying is, yeah, they could come up with colors being interesting. If you think they can't come up with the atom bomb 10 years before they come up with colors being interesting, come on, bro. See what I'm saying?
Did you guys ever think that when you were a kid that people used to live in black and white? Like when you were a little kid?
No.
Eric?
I remember thinking that dogs and cats went to like a less good version of heaven that was like black and white, because that's what they see too.
Cats see black and white?
No, cats might see color, but dogs at least.
Dogs can't see and oh, that's right. They don't see any color.
Dogs can't see shit, dude.
They can see shit. They can see some shit. Just not colorful shit.
Well, you think
Dogs
they learn
are
how to
so
pick it?
fucking stupid,
up.
man.
Hey,
Huh?
man, chill.
Bats can't see.
No,
And
but
yet-
they have sonar abilities.
Right. Good for them. So, we are going to talk about yellow today, right?
Specifically?
Yeah, let's get to the today is the color of yellow.
Or are we just going to tease that we're starting another series?
No, I think let's just dive in, because people are going to want to hear about the different colors. There's no question. You don't click on this and say, like, you know,
Yeah.
they're going to just, people are going to want to hear about at least one color.
Yellow. Yanny. Yellow is a color I've been examining a lot lately. It's the color of the state flag, the states' rights don't tread on me flag, which I notoriously speak about in my seminars. Yellow is the color of the river, the Yellow River. It's not the color of it, but it's the name of the name is the color, that color. Yellow is the minions, so it can be used for children. And in the case of adults, yellow is a bad sign. If your eyes start filling up with yellow,
Jaundice.
it can mean something really bad.
That's
So,
called jaundice.
yellow exists in the full cycle of life. Not every color can say that.
Right.
Would you guys tell me if you saw jaundice in me, or would
John?
you just, or would you look away because it's easier to do that, and
I'd
it's
give you-
easier to not say anything?
I'd give
I
you some
wouldn't-
makeup. That's all
I
the
think-
disease is that it's presenting to be a discoloration?
No, I think it's worse than that. I think something's going on with your liver.
Oh,
something like
Jesus.
that.
Well, then I'd take you to
think-
the hospital.
I think I would let it get so bad that it's like you can't reverse it. That's when I would
Yeah.
say something. Like when it's too late.
Wow, that's sort of a stab in the back style statement. Wow. All right. Interesting. That pisses me off. No, it's all good. If I get jaundice, I'm letting God just take me out.
Can I
Whatever
take you out if you
disease-
get jaundice?
You want to
Personally?
take me out Goodfellas style?
Is it okay to murder somebody if they like in their will say like it's all right if Nate like fucking shoots me in the head
In the will. But if it
or
says
in
that
any kind of statement, you know,
Oh, okay.
whatever.
Because the will, it would mean you already killed them. You see where I'm saying?
But you write your will in advance.
That's the
you know what I'm
perfect
saying?
murder.
Oh.
That's the perfect crime.
Hack into
You
the
become
will.
a forger, or no, you become a signed notary, or I'm trying to think. You forge it, yeah. You kill them, and then the police can't do shit.
But I'm saying is that do you think that's legal? That should be, right?
Depends
If
on
you-
the
if you allow
laws. It depends
somebody
on the
to-
time of history. Laws are ever changing.
Is it maritime law? Nobody
Is it-
knows what maritime law
You're a maritime
Is.
law lawyer.
Right. It took like a 36-hour course.
Not easy. Didn't sleep. I have a criminal idea.
What?
So, this is actually backtracking quite a ways in this conversation, but the VPNs. I just remembered something. Because a VPN, as we all know, is when you give your information, you log into a website secretly by going to a giant headquarters first. See what I'm saying? It's like, oh, I'm about to smack you in the face, but first I'm going to go over into this building, and they have little levers inside of it where you can like remote smack somebody with a long ass arm.
Right.
It's that simple.
Right.
Now, what I'm saying is, you think that means you're off the grid. No, it means you're in a different grid. A grid that is owned solely by a privately operating individual. See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So if we made Joy VPN and people start going through us, basically what you're creating is a giant blackmail supercenter. Mm-hmm.
Oh, interesting.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
So
I want to say that I hate blackmail. It's one of the worst types of mail. I need everyone to stop doing that shit immediately.
blackmail.
Also associated with the color. Interesting.
Curious.
What do you guys think VPN stands for? We've been kind of
Virtual
doing this the past couple episodes of
personal network.
Yeah, I could see that.
That's probably it.
VPN.
Private virtual private network is what I say.
And I'm going to go curveball. I think it's a big word, that V. I think it's probably...
Voluminous.
Oh wait, it's private. It's private, dude. It's
So I was right.
What is it?
You're
Victor-
right
so I
for
was
now
right.
until they change it when they get a better idea of what it actually does.
Victa. Maybe it's a name. Maybe it's a British name.
Victa's personal network.
Varones.
Wow.
Varones?
The yellow things. Let's go through yellow foods. Yellow cheese. That's not natural. Yellow bananas.
That's
Those
not natural.
Yo, can I say this really quick? I'm fucking sick of bananas. I probably had 2,000, 3,000 bananas at least in my life. It's enough. I don't like tasting those things anymore. I used to eat those on ice cream. I used to eat those on cereal. I used to eat those with peanut butter. I used to eat them plain. I used to put them in. I'll still put them in my smoothies for a creamy texture, but I'm over just eating I need a break from bananas, dude.
What do you not like about them, dude? Is it the mushiness?
Yeah, it is.
Is it their
mushiness, 'cause
attitude? Is it the reputation?
I don't like the reputation. I don't like that you can find them on the counter at a 7-Eleven. Makes me wonder where they were made. You know what I mean?
Right.
You get that fucked up looking banana and that red delicious apple that they always sell at 7-Eleven. Ugh, something's not right there. I'll just say it like that.
Oh, no. Yeah.
But bananas are inflation proof, in my economic opinion.
Really?
I would have to agree without even really looking into it that much.
Because you think everything is going up. The price of milk, the price of eggs are soaring. You could still get a banana for fucking 19 cents. What
Well,
other
but
thing can you get for that price?
Don't you
man?
find that a little bit interesting, dude? Don't you want to peek behind the curtain a little bit and wonder why they're trying to force feed us bananas for almost nothing? They're almost giving us the bananas. Why do you think that why do you think the government would do that?
Because there's an obvious chemical living inside. Has anybody dug a little bit deeper into what potassium is? Because what I've noticed right away about potassium, the first thing the kids pick up on this right away in class, that chemical number symbol
K.
is K.
I don't see a
Ketamine.
K. Oh.
Yeah, that's right. Calvin Klein, cocaine and ketamine. Watch it back. The stuff's going around.
Now, why would it be called K? Now, to trick us, to make us get worse grades in our tests, I think it would be called P.
You think it would be called B, banana? Oh no, potassium P.
Wait. How did the Minions say it?
I've never seen them.
Banana.
Oh, they say they say banana.
Oh yeah, they love saying banana.
How curious that one of the biggest mind washing tools for children is
Banana.
centered around banana.
Banana.
The word.
Banana.
It's a disorienting word. Even I think I do feel like we're uncovering something.
You know, there's a giant ass minion at Universal Studios.
Shut up.
There is a giant minion overlooking all of Universal Studios.
That's
I'm not
fucking
kidding.
sick.
This
Dude,
thing
can
must
we
be
go?
50 feet tall. I think
Oh.
actually when you come that we should go.
Why do I want to smack the fucking shit out of a minion?
Because they work for an evil overlord, and they're basically evil henchmen.
And they look like little tiny. They kind of look like working class SpongeBob, don't they? Even though SpongeBob's working class, obviously,
Right, the
and yet
rounded-
SpongeBob with the edges, rounded.
SpongeBob. I'd like to know a little bit more about the town he's from.
Bikini Bottom, what do you want to know?
Just the demographics, the economics, the infrastructure,
It's mostly fish, but there's crustaceans.
and there's a squirrel.
There's that's an outlier.
That's
Sandy.
a government contractor.
And there's 2 old men, humans.
Oh, that's right. Mermaid
Oh.
ass man and barbacoa
Merman
fucking boy.
and Aqua Boy.
Water boy.
Damn, they were. I gotta tell you, they were cracking my ass up.
I
And they
relate
still
to that
do.
guy.
Oh, which one? You
The
look
little
like
one.
Aqua Boy.
I look like
Aqua-
Aqua Boy, but my brain is the same one as Mermaid Man. Get you a girl who can do both.
Mhm.
Can I say this about bananas? I'm not gonna out this individual or this organization, but I had a meeting with a new interesting project in New York City, and they were telling me about the endeavors. We'd love to work with you, yada yada yada.
Mm-hmm.
But at one point they went, and one thing we really want to do is have free bananas for the entire city, completely unrelated. And that was inspiring. They said they wanted to have a giant tub, huge tub full of hundreds of thousands of bananas that are constantly refreshing, and they are always out and they're always free, forever, for everybody.
Dude, what's these this is some pick yourself up by your bootstrap style food that's like being peddled to us by Elon Musk types, Jeff Bezos types. In their minds, all you need to get ahead is a coding boot camp, a banana, and some peanut butter,
And the right soundtrack.
and the right soundtrack. Wait, Nate, do you remember that one ad agency? I think we've talked about it before on this. But we would have to, and Jack, I think you might have done this too, but we would go audition for them to be fake writers for their ad agency. Do you remember this?
Yeah.
In Chicago? Do you remember what their slogan was?
No.
It was whiskey, peanut butter, and bananas.
What?
A slogan?
That's all that they had when they first started that ad agency from scratch. Whiskey, peanut butter, and some bananas, dude. That's all they needed to get ahead. I'm like, give me a break a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, whiskey, peanut butter, and bananas. Is that your mommy and daddy's name?
All right. I see it's not. You guys aren't outraged like I am. But that slogan that just says something to me where I'm like, you know?
Is
I
this
don't
the
even-
ad agency that would hire people to fill in the office? You
Yes.
just have to act like you're they would
Yes.
bring in clients and
North Korea style.
Pepsi would come in. Yeah, it was kind of like that.
it was.
A Pepsi would come into this ad agency and they didn't have a lot of staff, and they would pay people to look like they were working, and I never did this, but a lot of
I
did
think
you ever
Max
do
and
this?
Danny did. And I
Yeah.
remember I think sometimes you actually would pitch a couple things, but mostly you were just sitting there. I remember because I was 21 or 22, but Max and Danny were getting paid $30 an hour or maybe even $40 an hour. And I was like, Jesus Christ. And we were at the Annoyance and they were drinking Moscow mules out of the copper mugs. And I was like, I cannot imagine being able to afford a Moscow mule. And I was like, that's what success looks like, is an
Yeah.
ice cold Moscow mule with condensation on the side, a little lime on top, a little mint in there.
I I kind of hate those copper cups.
Yeah, that shit's
They are-
washed.
That is the stretch limo of drinks, I would say. The Moscow Mule.
The Moscow. If that's your favorite drink, God bless you, because I can't judge you, and only God can judge you. But maybe get another favorite drink. All right.
I remember
Yeah.
going to. I feel like that's a wedding staple. Like when they're like, "Here's the couple of cocktails you can have." One of them's
Yeah.
always going to be a Moscow Mule.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember a couple weddings I've been to where I was like, just so fucking faded off of Moscow
Yeah.
Mules,
Yep.
tearing
And by
it
the
up on
way-
the dance floor.
It's a wartime right now, so we are not doing Russian Moscow Mules anymore. You may have
It's a
the
Kiev donkey.
Kiev, you have the Kiev kratom, or you get the fuck out of my fucking venue.
The kratom. Dude, I had one of these drinks. Beware of this drink. It's in 7-Elevens. It's called like Euphoric or something like that, and it's like kava and kratom combined with caffeine, and like it's like an energy
Hell
drink,
nah.
kava. And our friend Danny was like, we got them after dinner, and I had one. I had like a quarter of one, and it like, I don't want to say it sent me to the moon, but I definitely was feeling it, and I didn't like it. So just beware of that drink.
Thank you.
Some people are really rocking with that shit, but just beware, I will say.
I had kava one time out of like a piece of wood in Brooklyn.
Me too. Like, milky wood. It was milky
Yeah.
substance, and it's out of wood.
Yeah.
Where'd you have
That-
it in Brooklyn?
In must have been like 2019 on a date in Bushwick.
Jack, do you remember this place that we went in Bed-Stuy one time, right before the pandemic? And we had all those mezcals, and we drank them out of little cups.
Yeah, that place is gone.
I like, ever since that happened, I couldn't. It was like a mystery Platform 9 3/4 style place that disappeared on me. You know
Well,
what I'm
it
saying?
disappeared.
Where,
It
where'd
didn't
it
exist.
go?
To begin with, it didn't exist. That was a secret link that I got from my Israeli coworker at the pasta factory.
Oh, is that true?
That's true. What was his name?
Wow.
Edo. Something like that.
All right.
Yeah, Edo hooked it up with the link on the Mexican restaurant that was only open 3 hours a week.
That's why it was so secret. Okay. Interesting. I only want to be going to secret style restaurants.
Dude, you would like the Secret Service.
I respect them and what they have to do.
But you don't know what they do because it's a secret, dummy. See what I'm saying?
Right.
I appreciate you
Right.
calling me on that. I'll just say that. I'll appreciate you calling me out.
Yeah. Whenever you need me to do that, you have my number. You don't act like it, but you have it.
We should be telling that to the famous people that we know. You got my number, right?
Just check
Yeah.
in.
But
like,
act-
every
You don't act
2
like it,
weeks.
man, but
Yeah.
I couldn't
Oh,
tell.
man.
Yeah.
I thought of a pretty funny superhero last night.
Who?
The Lingerer.
Huh.
Because he lingers after dinner parties and
It's kind of like, pretend I just saved you, right? Okay? A train was coming right for your head or your back.
And he just
Yeah.
wants to chill.
I stopped
after
it.
He saves
and
them.
then you guys are trying to, all right, what's next? Now we got to go. I'm going to go home, whatever. I go, yeah, man, that was crazy, huh? See?
This is a premise that I'm not trying to be offensive, but it would have crushed in the Seinfeld show opening when he's doing stand up at the beginning. You know what I mean?
That's what
A
I'm rocking with these
superhero who's
days.
a
I'm trying to be
lingerer.
dude, let me be a classy comedian, man.
All
Everybody's
right.
out here. Nobody, I want to make somebody laugh that's wearing a corset, okay? I want to make somebody laugh and I can
You've
hear
already
the-
done that. I'll just say that right now. I can't tell you, but I'll promise you right now, you've done that a few times over. Okay?
Are you wearing a corset right now is what you're telling me?
Nah, but they play it down at the Sex Castle that I go to every weekend.
The
Wow.
Sex Castle.
The 7th floor Sex Castle. They're
Dude, I-
blast enjoy tactics.
I was in Toronto last night. You guys were familiar? And
Right.
somebody's walking down the street and they were French, of course. Well, not of course, but they were. And they were in an outfit that looked like they had been dressed up by a period piece art designer or wardrobe person. It was crazy. I'd never seen such a thing. Just walking their dog, but they were in like a
Canada-
full top to bottom.
Canada does it different a bit.
Canada is interesting. Toronto is very interesting. Somebody took me into a bodega last night. I'm hanging out with all my friends outside of the Rap World screening at the place. This person basically grabs me by the ear and says, come. I go, all right. Walks me a block and a half away. We go into I think it's called Splish Splash. Like a laundromat with
Mhm.
bubbles all over it that sold like German keychains and crazy shit. They love different geographies candies. They like different countries' candies in Toronto.
I wish we liked that more. I wish there was more candy available to us.
Let me tell you about a special business called the World Market.
Oh yeah,
Have you
I
ever
just
been?
passed by one in Seattle.
What is the fuck is that?
Well, when you go in there, they have a whole. I mean, the whole place is. It's pretty self-explanatory, but they have a pretty robust snack and candy section from all over the world. They've got German candy, Japanese candy. They've got other countries' candies and snacks. So if you're ever looking to get somebody you love some sort of weird snacks, World Market.
World Market. All right. You say no more. Literally say no more.
There's so many people in my life who I love. I can't wait to get them presents.
Right. That's amazing.
Yeah. My mom
So
and my
sh-
sister, for example, their birthdays are coming up. I'm gonna put everything I got into it this year. I don't care. I
What's
really
a present
am.
that you guys would hate?
Getting choked out, getting my fucking throat ripped out by a fucking reptile.
You have a box and there's just like me inside of it and I choke you out.
I'd hate that shit.
Dude, I had a dream last night that there's a little dog running around and it had another head of a dog attached to it, but the other head had been chopped off.
So it was just a dog.
A dog with a severed neck on top of its head.
What do you
There's like a
mean?
regular dog, and then it had like another dog's head like hanging off its other one. but
Oh,
that
God.
dog's head was, it was
Jesus.
like horrible. It was
Eric,
just horrible. And like,
That is such specific imagery. I'm willing to bet that you need to look into it because this might be the earthquake sign. This might be the California earthquake sign.
Yep.
what would
Yep.
I? Because like you think about this, right? If you went back to 9/11 or whatever, and you're like, on 9/10 what's about to go down,
Mm-hmm.
chances are you're not stopping that shit. You know what I mean?
Well, chances are you work in the White House. I'm not going to say what I mean by that, but
Isn't it like kind of like widespread factual opinion that 9/11 was an inside job? Like, aren't people like coming around to like, yeah, it was kind of like people knew about it.
being privy doesn't make it inside, I would say. That's
Like,
and
no,
I
I
suggest
guess-
you
I
stop.
guess that's
and I
it,
suggest you
like-
stop.
The closer we get to, hey Nate, chill for a second. The closer we get to network TV and all this shit, the more we need to be careful with how we go forward with this stuff. All right.
You're gonna
We're
see
gonna
me
be approached to
change
be
so
CIA
crazy.
assets.
The first day you see me as a lead on a network television show, watch me talking like this. Hey guys, it's so good to see you today. I got an amazing email. I'd love to talk about an email that I'm working on to my aunt. Just being so grateful. But until
Nah,
then,
I'm going Russell Brand with it.
oh really?
Nah, you don't want to.
Not in
Nah.
that way, but in
right.
the truthful way.
In the truthful
He's-
way.
I see what you're saying.
Russell Brand is exposing so many truths on his fucking podcast.
I haven't checked in with
It's
him in a
insane.
minute. Is he still a daily contributor to
Cooking?
the?
I think
content?
he's still cooking. I think he just did
Oh,
like a
he's most
giant-
definitely still cooking, man. Most
Hopefully.
definitely.
Russell Brand.
Russell.
He's doing. Can I read some thumbnails real quick?
Sure.
Alex Jones cracks up when Tucker Carlson explains. Okay, boring. It just got worse. That's what we need to be titling our things like. It just got worse.
Clickbait.
You don't think people are clicking on the color of yellow?
We have the opposite of like.
Oh, we have
The
click
notion of
deterrence.
cream.
We have click away. We
That's
do.
what it is. We kind of like only attract the real ones. That's why
We're
our
so
listeners- that's why our
algorithmically
listeners are so
averse.
awesome.
Everything
Right.
we do is so opposite of the algorithm, and it pisses me off in a ways that I wish we could reach more people with our message. But what would that entail? That would entail us selling out.
I
or
wish
being
everybody could try
untruthful.
those giant, biggest grapes in the world in Asia, wherever they are.
They have
but-
big grapes in Asia.
I believe they have huge grapes. Huge. Look up biggest grape in the world. Watch somebody eat that.
Biggest grape.
And I think it's pretty expensive too. But there's a metaphor in it. Mm-hmm.
The biggest grape in the world. What's that? Damn. All right. Let's see.
Is it like human sized?
Oh,
The grape? Is it like how big?
damn.
You want
It looks
one
like
now,
a-
don't you?
It looks like an egg.
Yeah.
How big is that thing?
Rare
Egg
grape
size?
variety is larger than a chicken egg.
That's what we thought
Oh.
grapes were when you were a kid. When you see them in the cartoons. That's what a grape's supposed to be.
Mm.
And it should taste like
Why-
maple syrup.
Why am I imagining it be so fun to have like a car-sized grape and headbutt that shit and fucking just
Break your neck.
start punching around in it, getting inside of it.
Mm. You know what that reminds me of?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Do you remember that episode of maybe it was Dexter's Laboratory where he gets all stuck inside of a germ and he's punching through that amoeba?
No.
No.
Well, that's what that reminds. Eric just sent us a
I've-
pretty cool picture in the chat.
It just popped up.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, you know what I want to say about big fruits and things like this. You know when they do movies about small sort of creatures, like a little mouse that's enjoying a tea party or something, and the mouse or like a bug. Oh, what I'm actually thinking about is A Bug's Life when they take the little dewdrop and they drink it like this.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, give me the
Good God.
dewdrop.
Oh,
now.
the
Let me-
animated food is so good looking.
I know, man.
Mm.
I know.
I look forward to food.
I'm glad you guys appreciate that as well.
Do you guys want to reveal what we ate for dinner last night?
What everyone ate for
Oh,
dinner
yeah,
last
yeah.
night?
No, don't reveal it. Don't reveal it.
Wait, why? Let's do it. I can't.
All right.
Well, let's
All right,
get into it.
Let's do it then.
Can I
I've got
go
a
first?
crazy one. Yeah, Nate, start it off.
What'd you have?
Who?
An entire. Not I didn't have the whole thing, but I had an entire Costco pizza.
No, you didn't.
Well, we went to Costco and I was like, you know what? I don't think I've had a bite of one of their pieces of pizza, but I was like, I want to get a whole fucking pizza.
It's kind of bussing.
It looks like shit. Like it looks like
I think
if
the
you're staring
opposite.
at it. No, it looks bad, but I'll say it tastes good. You know what I'm saying? Like it looks like it's gonna suck,
Yeah.
but I'm like, damn! Like they got some.
You need a little chlorine on that shit. You need a little pool water dripping on it and some grapes and a soda and a generic soda. That's the best. And some chips. That's the best way to enjoy a Costco cheese pizza.
Was I handed that, Eric, in Chicago? No, that was from a different pizza place, probably.
Now you guys got me wanting a little pizza. Shit.
Shit.
Eric?
Oh, shit.
Well,
Well,
what'd
I
you guys
might
have
get
for
some
dinner?
pizza truly in about 15 minutes.
15 minutes.
Wow, damn. This is kind of we've gone to another frequency. I think sometimes we go to different frequencies on this podcast, and we're on a certain frequency this one, and it's not good or bad. It just is what it is, and I'm accepting it. I'm practicing mindfulness.
I feel very bad. I felt very bad for a couple of days. I did the 12-hour trip to Toronto yesterday. I'm back, and something was wrong.
We need to fast for an entire week.
I agree.
Would you guys be down the week fast challenge?
Well, let's do it in
7
Italy.
days. Should we eat nothing in Europe?
Yeah.
Hell no. That's the
Eurofast?
opposite reason.
That's a good movie. The Eurofast.
Vacation fast? Yeah, Euro fast.
We got to
Hey,
start
and-
promoting the
and-
show.
Molly water, I don't think has any calories in it.
Uh-oh.
Should we bring over like 40 gallons of Molly water and try to sell it across
Across the border?
across on the London Tower Bridge?
I would
Do you
do
think-
that.
What would be your drug
Uh,
smuggling tactic?
Dude,
Up the ass?
hey man, I didn't. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I probably wouldn't go that way because I would be afraid it would break up inside of me, and I would be all high. You know what I mean?
Right,
I almost
yeah.
never want to be high again. Is where I'm feeling in my life. But I have been
Really?
I've been taking these new 1 milligram THC but 20 milligram CBD gummies, and I did that last night and watched Friday Night Lights,
Oh, hell yeah. That
and I
sounds
was
fun.
like feeling just amazing.
Well, talk about inflation rate. There's a freaking inflation strain, it feels like. Because 1 milligram now is probably the equivalent of a fucking megaton of THC back in the 300s. Or back in the 1960s, I should say.
Right.
You know, Hendrix was probably, whatever he was smoking on, he was probably smoking on stuff that would make a 3-year-old laugh at him. That's
gotta
right.
do
That's
crazy.
true.
There's
And
THC.
you said you don't want to
everywhere.
get high again, Eric? You
I
know we're
just,
going
like-
to the McGee concert Sunday, right?
Sandy just wait, Sonny. Ding, 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 ding. I have an early day the next morning, but that's okay. What time's the show?
I don't remember, but something tells
I
me
don't-
it's on at a
It's-
time that you'd think it would be.
You mean like at 8 p.m.?
Yeah,
Damn, we should get minorly lifted. Minor.
I think so. I think
A
And it's
minor.
open seating. So should we get there 10 hours early, get all up in the front?
Get all faded. Sure.
You guys
all
should get a
faded at the
minor
venue?
faded.
No, man, and we don't joke about that. That's
What?
nothing to be joking
No,
about.
a minor bit faded. A minor
Oh,
bit
I see.
faded.
I see.
Um,
I want to start a movement to stop getting all people under 18 faded. Everyone needs to stop getting faded. If you're under 18, stop getting faded now.
and that includes cigarettes and Gatorade because
Gatorade
that much
and
sugar.
dopamine
mean-
addictions.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You know my kids are going to be fasting for a long time. Mm-hmm. Probably till high school. Remember this? Then you have the coffee. Mm-hmm. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Coffee till college. Mm-hmm. Remember this? mm-hmm. All
Okay,
right.
what'd you have for dinner last night?
Oh, I had a very interesting dinner, if I may.
Okay, let's hear it.
Damn, I really can't remember what it was, but it was at a Thai place in Toronto. You know, it was on Ossington Street. Come on, man, it's the hipsters' paradise. We had all sorts of weird, cool, yummy ceviche. We had a ceviche fish, which means nobody's cooked it yet.
Was it cooked in lime and citrus?
It was displayed in it. Yeah,
I got
no,
a
just
bone with
chicken wings.
ceviche in the same way Eric has a bone with bananas.
What's the problem?
You're over ceviche?
Well, I'm just thinking like the ceviche that I've had, it just seems lazy to me. It doesn't seem like there's a culinary choice being made. It's just
We
in
had
a
some
pool
poppin'
of water.
ceviche in Costa Rica, didn't we?
I would disagree. Every ceviche everywhere we'd go would be like, and we're getting ceviche, and I'd be like,
Oh, hell
enough, no more ceviche, dude. Fish in
don't-
water with a lime. Yeah,
You
I
don't
want that
want-
shit deep fried, and I want some tartar sauce with that shit.
Fair
you
enough.
can't say that word anymore.
Oh, I think we're going to be getting some crazy style fish and chips up in London town. Here's the two things I want to get so bad in London. Crazy ass fish and chips with that mushy ass pea, a large beer with that. Then another night we go get the craziest Indian food we've ever had in our life because you know the Indian food in London is popping like that.
Can I say what I want? That's a maybe unpopular take. I feel like
Say it.
the UK maybe has bad food in a way that we couldn't even imagine. I would like to see
Stereotype. That's a stereotype.
Well, stereotype or not, I want to go into a suburb about an hour and a half outside of London and find the worst piece of bread I could find.
You want like a
just
fucked
a-
up sausage roll?
I want something that's going to give me perspective.
I can give you that through a couple
Well, you know what?
lectures.
We just got the link to the tickets are live actually, so we should announce it right now.
They're
for the
probably already
London
sold
show.
out, frankly, if they've
Probably.
been live.
If you are British,
We're December 9th. If you are
December
British as
9th.
fuck, we want the extra British people too. We don't want you fucking fake Brit. We want the British people with them
The extra
with them
British.
crazy accents, dude. I don't want Orlando Bloom style British person coming to this show. I want
But
the,
Orlando Bloom,
Oh,
you can come through too if you want.
the Steve-O style British person.
Get
'cause he's
some
British.
gravy. Put some gravy on me bums. I want some of them British people.
And let's get
Yeah,
3 people
please.
from Norway too. 3 of you are allowed from Norway. Any more? I'm not. I'm afraid. I'm sorry.
Well, because we're doing the Norwegian arenas the next week.
Mm-hmm. That's me.
where
And
the
if you
real
want to
fans
fight me,
live.
if you want to fight me personally on stage, one of you British fucks, come up and see what and see what's
'Cause you're not over
American
the
style
Revolutionary
fighting
War.
is like.
Yeah.
exactly.
Oh, it's 1777 when we get there.
Do you feel like you could beat more ass in America or in London?
Dude, I don't know, because I watch movies like This Is England, and I'm like, damn, the white supremacist style Brits from the 80s at least, they can fucking fight different, because they don't got, they're not relying on guns, so they have to rely on muscles,
Oh,
fighting
right.
dirty, knives, sand, whatever, kicking, spitting.
Something
Well, let's
tells
do
me
it. Let's put it to the test. We'll fight
Well-
people in America. We'll fight people
Okay,
in
yeah.
the UK, and we'll see.
Easy
Yeah.
enough.
Mm-hmm. We're old. We're pretty old.
No, we're not old, dude, at all.
Well, not really.
All
A young
right.
old lady told me I was very young at the gym the other day. So
People
all
keep
about
calling me
perspective.
big man at the gym. Big man, get out of the way.
Is that what they said?
Somebody said, "You done with this thing, big man?" Because
big man's fun, but little man, that's disrespectful.
Little man is, you got to watch your back if you're saying that.
Big
Hey,
man
little
to
man.
you makes sense, you know what I mean, because you're so tall. But when someone says big man to me, I'm, you know what I mean, because I'm 5'9", I am a bigger guy than you guys.
Hey, big
but
man.
I'm like, yo, I'm not that big. And I had salmon last night. All right. So
Congratulations.
Stop,
Right.
Stop
Sorry.
texting
What
me,
did you
asking
have,
what I
Eric?
had.
What the fuck did
Salmon
you have?
and some noodles and some broccoli.
Can I
Clean.
confess something?
Hmm.
I also had a Big Mac and large fries and some chicken nuggets.
Damn.
What, dude? I miss having McDonald's with you, man.
I miss that too. I love
You know, there's a
McDonald's.
McDonald's right by me. By
Really?
the way. Mm-hmm.
I'll have to come hang out then. Maybe in October. Who's to say?
Oh. All right.
I
Man.
might be in New Orleans in a chunk of. Have you guys ever been to New Orleans?
Barely.
No, because I know if I go there, I'm gonna lose control. Why? What
Drinking
are you going there for?
In the streets.
Yeah, that's what would make me lose it.
Well, some of my friends from high school go there every year, and I was always like, man, I've always wanted to go to their little annual trip, and I was like, I think I'm gonna go this year.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and I might do a show too.
Nate, you should try the this place called, what was it called? I was just there with Sarah. Happening Players?
Happening Players. Is it a restaurant? Or what?
You're asking me what it is?
It's a strip club. It's a strip club.
No, it's called Happening
Now you're supposed to
Players.
say, "What's happening, players?"
Yeah, I'm not gonna fall for that fucking trap, dude.
Guys,
See, you guys think
stop
of
fighting.
you guys think of the old version of me that falls into these fucking traps. No, not. Mm-mm.
Ever
Not
since we went to
again.
D University, you just thought, yeah, you got smarter.
DU. What's DU?
The stupid guy university.
All right, we gotta figure out what gave us joy, or else people are gonna flip.
I'll be
Damn it, we
embarrassed if
covered
my
yellow
children see this.
so well.
Dude, we didn't even go in because we went to Yellow Foods. We didn't go to the Yellow Sunsets, Yellow Flowers,
Yellow
dye.
card.
Yellow Dye,
Yellow card.
Yellow Card, one of the first bands to ever put a violin up in that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yellow, what's a yellow beverage? A
Submarine.
Oh yeah,
Lemonade.
Yellow Submarine, one of the Beatles' best.
We could
songs.
say yellow things for so long, man. But at a certain point, we stop and we say what gave us joy.
It's Yellow Blonde. That's what I'm gonna leave everybody with. Is Yellow Blonde? Would you call
Yellow.
blonde hair yellow? Yellow.
Sometimes I'd call it red.
Interesting.
That's very interesting.
Very
well,
interesting. Well, what gave you guys joy on this amazing week in September?
barbecue couch. I slept on a couch that smelled like barbecue last night, and nobody could figure it out. My God, you've never had a couch smell like this. It was so crazy. It was like somebody
smelled
smoked a
like-
brisket in it.
Oh shit!
We were all trying to figure
Maybe
out
it was
where's
on
this shit coming
Pimp
from.
My Ride, something like that.
Yeah, maybe the couch was on Pimp My Ride.
All right, I'll just never mind.
It's all good, man.
No, I was just trying
But-
to say something interesting.
I slept on that thing in the Airbnb right next to Moss Park in Toronto. And guess what? I woke up and I probably smelled like barbecue. But it's interesting to have a good smell of food mysteriously coming out of your bed. Let me pass the rock right now. Yo, Nate, what gave you joy?
Well, I'll tell you exactly what gave me joy this week. I just won a bid on eBay, and I got you see this white wall right here, right?
You bought that?
A picture.
I bought a framed picture basically on eBay because I'm trying to get into my interior. I'm trying to be like Jack and branch myself out into interior design.
You're gonna
'cause he
need
has
a
so
lot
many
of
things
tape.
on his walls. A lot of tape.
You're going to need a lot of tape, trust me.
But I got this sort of crazy style vintage Olympics poster that looks
lovely.
kind of abstract. I just caught my eye immediately, and I said I have to have
Oh,
this,
lovely.
which doesn't
How big is
happen
it?
often. It's maybe like 12 inches by 30 inches,
Oh,
not too
shit.
big. Not too big, but it's a starting place. This is just there's too much white. There's
Yeah.
too much nothing here. I got to put something here.
I sent you a poster for your birthday. I'm kind of...
Oh yeah, right. I think I still have that actually. It's it was like it's a very sexual poster that was in my apartment for like a week.
Well,
What happened to that? Like when people had Sports Illustrated, like baddies on the walls, so they could just
People
because they didn't
men
have
lost
pornography.
courage. Men lost some courage, I think, over the years.
mm-hmm.
We stopped saying what we actually want.
That's the first time you've talked the whole podcast. All right, Eric.
What gave me
You're
joy?
up.
Rap World in Seattle was really fun. It was fun to see my family. Fun getting a little taste of the Northwest. Just shout out to family. Shout out to having a beer by the Puget Sound. Chilling.
The what?
The Puget Sound, dude.
Puget?
It's the Puget Sound.
Puget?
The what?
Puget.
Puget.
Puget Sound.
That's hard.
It's the Bay of Water right in the middle of Washington there. Wink. There's a peninsula. Wink. And then there's a little sound that's called Puget Sound, dude.
Mm.
It's a
That
sound,
sounds
but it's a
Puget.
that's a type of body of water. Is a sound.
Yeah, a sound. Yeah, a sound.
I'm not
A
familiar with
sound
that.
is a
Without-
body of water.
You guys don't know shit about anything maritime, do you?
A sound is
I'll
a
get
body
you
of
up to
water.
Well, we haven't taken the boot camp classes that you have.
I've been too fucked up, too hungover every time. Sorry, guys, I can't. Someone commented on the Patreon episode last week where I was gone last time, and they're like, "Is Eric hungover again?" Nah. I'm not. I wasn't.
Which I
No,
will
wasn't.
say that I want to out you on this one, that we were gonna record the 2 episodes ago, and you were too
Okay,
hungover.
that one was I was too hungover, but how often does that happen? That's happened maybe 3 times this entire
Literally
podcast.
only every 4 episodes or so.
That one was I went out with my friends in Seattle until like so late, 3-4 a.m. And my dad the next morning, because I was staying with him, he was like, "Is that how you like live? Like, I didn't know you were like that." And I felt so ashamed, but I mean that's rare.
Will you do the
Not that.
podcast next time when you're really hungover? Because I think people want to see you in that state.
People like it.
I
Yeah.
like it. I
Wow.
like it a lot.
I like it. All right, guys. Well, everybody, thanks for rocking with us, and thank you to The Color of Yellow for
You're-
keeping us, waking us up in the morning with your sunlight.
And we're done with it, by the way. Thank you, Yellow. But
We'll never bring it up again.
We'll never see it again. That's a wrap. It's a wrap on Yellow.
Well, that concludes another incredible fucking episode of Joy Tactics. Head over to patreon.com/joytactics to unlock exclusive weekly bonus episodes. And make sure to follow us on social media where we post fire TikToks and hilarious shit like that. And if you loved the shit you just listened to, make sure to subscribe, rate, and leave us a review. Thanks for listening, and remember, we are shaped by our thoughts, we become what we think. When the mind is pure, joy follows like a shadow that never leaves.